What's up, y'all? Week 2, 2024, rolling with Happy Haulers Junk Removal. Yeah, we're about to go pick up a couple couches. Yep, first pickup of the day. Hopefully some other stuff will roll through, but right now, just focus on the couches. Should be able to pull up right to the carport, hopefully, and knock it out pretty quick. And then on our way. All right, let's get it. There we go. Done and done. 2 quick couches. One potentially donatable, the other one definitely landfill worthy. Now I just got to get me out of this carport. Hopefully there's an exit over here. Let's see. All right, winning. Hell yeah. We're rolling through this neighborhood in Scottsdale after doing that job. I know I probably shouldn't be videoing and driving, but I'm going pretty slow. I want to show you a little marketing trick that I learned, but I gotta find what I'm looking for. I actually learned it from another junk removal company. I can't remember if it was a video on like TikTok or something like that, but it's helped me out a bit. I mean, I wouldn't say it's gotten me a ton of business, but I think the concept is actually pretty awesome. So let me see if I could find what I'm looking for, and then I'll break it down for you. All right, here we go. This is what I was looking for. You see one of these yard signs, these Realtor yard signs? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. So you're gonna stop by one, you're gonna put your face in a picture or a video. You're gonna say the person's name and text the person the video or the picture with like a description of who you are, what you do, and let them know that if they're in the market, them or their clients are in the market for any type of junk removal services, to get at you. They might have someone already, they might not, but it's worth a shot, and it's a very easy way to market. It's a free way to market. Here in Phoenix, there's a lot of homes going up for sale still in the area. So I mean, I definitely use this anytime I drive by one and I have a free moment. I go up and I send them either a picture or a video of me by their sign. It puts a face to the name behind your brand. All right. I forgot to mention, definitely in your description or in your video, mention the street that it's on. I feel like that helps, because you never know, they could have stuff all over the place, and it gives it a little bit more of a personal touch. Be as professional as you can be, but don't be afraid to be, especially in a video, to make them laugh a little bit, or just something that's going to show your personality. You want to be happy, you want to be smiling, and let them know that when they hire you, they're going to get amazing customer service, they're going to get a good personality, and that's why when they hire me, they're going to get the happiest hauler around. All right, let's get to it. Let's recap the day. Me, you, and my new hydrogen water bottle. Anyway, today was a good day. It was slow, so money-wise, obviously, it wasn't great. You saw the job. It was only $150. That was all profit, though, because I didn't have to dump anything, because it was all donatable. I didn't think they were going to take the one couch, but they said they'd throw it in their truck or whatever, so hey, works for me. I say it's a good day because the job came in and I got a few other calls for jobs tomorrow. So it's getting a little bit more consistent, which is awesome. That being said, it needs to stay consistent. So what I showed you today with marketing with the real estate signs, after I finished up, I went and did a few of those, just got the urge and drove through a few different neighborhoods and did a couple marketing videos for those real estate agents. I got one that hit me back, which was nice, and they said, "Hey, thank you for the video. Nice meeting you. If we're ever in the market for this service, we'll let you know." Boom. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully they store my number. If not, at least put it in their head. So the big thing, if you're new, is this game, especially in a place like Phoenix where it's very saturated, is all about building your brand and marketing. Also, customer service, reliability all plays into that. So if you are trying to just do the free stuff, yes, there are some diamonds in the rough, but I feel like you do have to do some paid advertisement. Right now I'm doing Google Local Services. I was doing Google Ads, but I still need to work a little bit more on my website. So when they click through, they can actually go to a landing page that's decent and not the site that I have now, which is just a generic Google Sites page. So I stopped doing the Google Ads. I also need to do more research and kind of just learn a little bit more about it, so I can optimize it to the fullest. Google Local Services is nice because it's just phone calls. They pop your little ad up when they type in junk removal Phoenix. They could call it from that ad. They call you. Google, you'll hear a Google voice on the other line. This call is from Google. And a lot of those leads are really hot. I pretty much close like 90 to 95% of those, but they're expensive. At least here in Phoenix, they're pretty expensive. It's probably like $50 to $60 a lead. So you really have to make them count. So from there, I've done just your typical, I've done Facebook marketing. That one worked. That definitely did work. I've done both free, like jumping in groups. So if you haven't done this yet, jump in your local groups, jump in your local SWIP swaps. Marketplace will take you down, so you have to find like ways around it, ways of wording things, but jump in your SWIP swaps, jump in your groups online, and just put your name out there. You're probably going to see others, especially if you're in a bigger city, but just continue to do it until they're like, hey, you got to stop doing it. Try not to get kicked out. Anyway, so Facebook was okay for me when I did some boosted posts. I didn't really get into the enough of the nitty gritty and learn enough to be able to optimize it to the best of my abilities. But I'll have to try that again sometime soon. The Yelp, I was doing this thing called Nearby Services, Nearby Services, which was awesome for a while, and then they switched it to pay per lead for the Nearby Services. It used to be someone would search a Google or a junk removal company, it would send it out to 6 junk removal companies in the area or service companies, and you would bid on it, and they chose between the 6 people that they contacted. Or between the 6 people it went to. That was awesome. $150 a month. I still have it on, and they will send me like leads from time to time, but I don't know. I don't really count on Yelp. And I've done paid leads through Yelp. Some people have really good luck with it. I feel like a lot of people from Yelp are cheap asses. They always want something for free. I'd say 1 out of every 10 is like, cool, let's do it. Let's go for it. Price is wise. Price is good. But for the most part, I've dealt with a lot of cheap people there. So Yelp, they're all good avenues. You just got to try the one that fits the best for you. I'm going to get some bandit signs here pretty soon. This is one thing I haven't tried, but I watched a video recently, a YouTube video. Someone was speaking to the owner of Junk Rescue, and they do bandit signs, and they said that was one of the best ways to gain business. And they're a Phoenix-based company, 7 figures. So, learn from the best, I guess, even though it kind of pisses me off because I want to be there, but, congrats to them. Anyway, another thing is you want to think about all aspects before you start a business, but especially the junk removal business. I feel like you want to get all the competition in your area, kind of try to narrow it down, or not narrow it down, but see the broad spectrum. See who's in your area, who's kind of would be some of your biggest competitors, and see if there's enough. I feel like enough room. I really didn't do that, and I will say it's definitely harder to break in, especially if you're not spending a lot of money on ads, because unless you start with the big fat nest egg, you really, you have to build up to that. So yeah, I feel like there was a lot in my area. I'm kind of glad I didn't do it though, because I don't think I would have moved forward. I think I would have just talked myself out of it and it's not worth it. I'm not going to make any money. Or I would have just continued to do it as a side hustle and made a few $100 here and there. But it's been 2 years, a little over a year doing it full time, and I did pretty well last year. I made more money than I was making at my day job, at least gross. So, And I felt good. I don't think I've ever been happier as far as a career goes. And I think I mentioned this in my last video. It's just nice and refreshing to be able to wake up, put my own schedule together, not have to answer to anybody besides my customers. And even at that, I'm the one that could do the firing. Yes, I need the money, but if someone's treating me like crap or really just trying to haggle and be, a terrible customer, I could say, hey, I don't want your job. So definitely do all of that before you start. Do the due diligence. It's a really cheap business, I feel like, as far as overhead goes, which makes it more saturated. So anybody with a truck and a trailer, and sometimes even with a pickup truck, can start the business. So you have to be aware of that. I would say brand yourself, wrap your truck, wrap your trailer, get all the licenses you need, get the insurance. And again, all that costs money. But a big thing is your taxes. So make sure to get a good CPA, get yourself set up with an S Corp or LLC. I got set up with an S Corp. I can honestly, I have to go back through my mind, and it's something for sole proprietor taxes, why an S Corp is better than an LLC, but I'm sure someone will correct me on that in the comments. Anyway, so you got to get all that set up. So again, all that costs money. But it's probably not as much money as trying to bring a product to market or some other service businesses. And that's why, again, it's pretty saturated. But can't let that get you down. We have to just continue to move forward and do what we can to be able to be the best versions of ourselves and of our business. So that being said, I do let me see if I can find it. There's something that I wanted to share with you. So I'm a big proponent of learning and just reading, listening to audiobooks, podcasts, business podcasts, and just, I think that it inspires me a lot, and it makes me two things. Sometimes it makes me think damn, I'm not gonna ever be able to do this, which is not good. But sometimes it lights a fire under my ass, and I'm I really want to continue to stay motivated. One of my favorite books, and something I've read, I'm on my third time reading it, is Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. For those of you that are really into educating yourself, you probably have this, probably have read it multiple times. If this is your first time hearing it, especially if you're a young cat, read it. It's awesome. It's about manifesting your destiny. It's about tricking your mind into knowing what you're worth and knowing what you want, and then being able to achieve it. Right now, I'm on the trajectory, or I'm on the path of doing this. So I will tell you, I want to be a millionaire. I'm 40 years old. I want to be a millionaire by I'm 45. I want to do that through multiple avenues. Obviously, through business avenues, maybe build another business, through real estate ventures, through investment ventures and stuff like, ETFs and stocks, bonds, things like that. I just want to be able to dabble in a lot of different things so that I'm able to create this wealth. And I want to create wealth. I want to not just be rich, but I want to create wealth. So yeah, I'm not going to, when I become a millionaire, I'm not going to stop there. I feel like I want to just keep going and going and going. And I have a lot of good people around me. I have a cousin that's on a good trajectory like that. My brother is a great businessman. Lots of friends that are successful. So I just need to take it from them and surround myself with them. I definitely tended to surround myself. In my youth, I cared a lot more about fitting in and partying and doing this. And I really wish someone would have told me, or I could have come across something that would have just sparked, lit a fire under my ass and been like, hey, take a pause, take 2 years out of your life, really hustle, maybe 5 years out of your life, even a solid year. Focus on yourself, focus on being the best version of yourself, focus on building a business, or continue to climb the ranks as fast as you can with the profession and get yourself going. Oh well, hindsight's 2020. So yeah, that book is great. There's a lot of other good books that I'll share with you that I'm trying to get into. There is actually a good podcast that I would like you guys to listen to. It's called Build with Rob. Build with Rob is a podcast by Rob Dyrdek. And if you know anything about Rob Dyrdek, I think the first thing that probably comes to your mind is he's a skateboarder. He's on MTV. He's on Ridiculous, that reruns all the time. Pretty much is always on MTV. Robin Big, things like that. So I had seen him on a podcast called The School of Greatness with Lewis Howes. Lewis Howes is another person that I would follow. Pretty inspirational, has a lot of good business people, a lot of good inspirational speakers, and just a lot of good people on his site or on his podcast. So I came across one with Rob Dyrdek, and I was like, I love Rob Dyrdek. I'll just listen to it, just see what it is, because usually Lewis Howes has some good guests, and good questions. And man, this dude just blew me away. Just the way he talks, how clear he is about business and his plan, how he automates his life and turns his, everything into a system. A little bit OCD, and it's not for everybody. I definitely don't think I could do it and be as structured as he is. Obviously, he's got millions of dollars. He's got he had an engineer create a program for him where he maps out his whole day, the time it takes from his life, like the percentage of the time it takes from his life. It's pretty, and he's pretty regimented. I wouldn't say it's as bad as like a Mark Wahlberg when you see, I'm up at 3, I'm hitting the gym, getting swole. He's not like that, but he is very health conscious. He's very, I just like very health conscious, very regimented, very systematic, and he loves it. And he's also 100 of the millionaire. He's a great businessman. When you listen to him talk, he has a business called the Dyrdek Machine, and it's pretty much a business just building businesses, taking ideas from the ground up and scaling them and then selling them. I think that it's genius. He has a lot of real estate ventures. I know a little bit about business, and he just talks over my head sometimes. So he's a good one to listen to. It's really good about manifesting, being happy, keeping yourself and your diet clean. And for me, it motivates me. For you, it might be something else, but I really enjoy it. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. I hope you guys have a great day, night, whenever you're listening to this. You're having a great week, having a great start to the year. And keep stacking cash and tossing trash. And if you are new to this game, or even would just like to talk, if you're a veteran of this game, maybe share some insight with me, please feel free to do that. I am always up to chat, and hit me up in the comments, and let's just keep it going. I hope you guys have a great one. Take care.